Dreamcastguy talks like he's trying to revive the Sega Dreamcast from the dead, but only his videos are getting replays. The Dreamcast died, bro, but at least we got to play Jet Set Radio before you started using it as a personality. Bro, you're so into Dreamcast, you probably still have a MySpace account where you can rank Sega games like a nostalgic mid-2000s teen. Just don't forget to switch out the playlist for some chiptune music, huh? Dreamcastguy's gaming opinions are like his video quality, grainy, outdated, and hard to watch. His hot takes? More like lukewarm leftovers from a 2001 podcast. Does Dreamcastguy even know about current gen gaming? Or does he still think the Sega Saturn is the future of gaming and the next gen is just a conspiracy cooked up by Sony? The only thing Dreamcast about Dreamcastguy is his outdated internet connection, which still buffers halfway through his hot takes. Come on, man, it's 2025. Get yourself a new router. If Dreamcastguy was any more dedicated to the Dreamcast, I think he was planning on starting a cult. Join me! Together, we will bring back Shenmue and the true meaning of gaming. Dreamcastguy is so stuck in the past, he probably still thinks Sega's gonna announce a Dreamcast 2 at E3. Newsflash, bro. The only thing getting revived from 2001 is your nostalgia, and even that's glitching. He talks about Sega games like they're the holy grail of gaming. The Dreamcastguy is the only person who still cares about Sonic Shuffle. And guess what? Even Sonic doesn't want to go back there. Dreamcastguy probably has a shrine in his room for Sega's glory days, complete with a limited edition Dreamcast controller that smells like desperation and last century's video game conventions. Dreamcastguy reviews games like he's on a mission to convince people the Sega Dreamcast was this close to changing the entire industry. Buddy, it was a cool system for about a year, then, oops, GameCube happened. I swear, Dreamcastguy's idea of current-gen gaming is checking out a YouTube video about how to play old games on the Switch while his Dreamcast is collecting dust in the corner. Bro, there are newer consoles out there. Dreamcastguy's hot take videos are like expired milk. You know it's gonna curdle, but you're too polite to say anything. Yeah, I totally agree that the Dreamcast is the best console, and no, it definitely didn't get overshadowed by the PS. Dreamcastguy is the kind of guy who tells you the Dreamcast was ahead of its time. Like he's trying to sell you a VHS player with awesome features for the low price of $400. I get it, Dreamcastguy. You missed the Dreamcast. But that's like still telling people you're in mourning for Blockbuster Video. Move on, my dude. We've got Game Pass now, and it doesn't require you to plug in a controller that could be mistaken for a malfunctioned toaster. Dreamcastguy's collection of gaming opinions is just him arguing that Sega is a forgotten king, like a gamer who still won't admit the Earth is round because flat Earth forums are more fun. I see Dreamcastguy's been playing a lot of games on his Dreamcast emulator, right after he finishes watching his DVD copy of Shrek 2 on his CRT TV. Stay stuck in the past, buddy, but the rest of us are enjoying the Xbox Series X and PS5. Which, Dreamcastguy talks about underrated gems on the Dreamcast like they're secret treasures. But really, it's just him trying to convince people to dust off his old system so it feels like he hasn't been hoarding dead technology for the last 2 decades. Surprise, actually exists. Dreamcastguy is so obsessed with Sega. I wouldn't be surprised. Dreamcastguy will argue that Jet Set Radio is better than any game released today, but forgets that the whole appeal was skating and graffiti, not his 10-minute rants about the game's hidden depth that no one asked for. Dreamcastguy is still running around telling people how great Sega Swirl is, like it's an undiscovered masterpiece. Bro, that game's nobody's favorite. Not even your Wi-Fi connection wants to load it. Dreamcastguy talks about Dreamcast's library like it's got hidden gems. But in reality, the gems are just more obscure than the fact that Dreamcast didn't even have a built-in hard drive. A masterpiece it is not. I've seen more evolution in the Tamagotchi than in Dreamcastguy's game collection. Like, at least that thing grew, but no, he still got the same retro games from 1999. Just stop trying to convince us that the Dreamcast era is the golden age of gaming. Dreamcastguy's channel could literally be renamed to the Sega Time Capsule. We open it every few months, pull out some dusty gameplay. The motion Dreamcast guy says he's all about keeping it real with retro games, but his idea of modern gaming is complaining about microtransactions while still talking about Sonic Adventure 2 like it's the pinnacle of video game storytelling. Spoiler, it's not. Dreamcast guy is probably the kind of guy who still buys physical games for a console that hasn't been relevant in 2 decades. His shelf is just stacked with games nobody cares about. Talk about limited edition dust collectors. He calls himself a gaming historian, but let's be real, he's just the guy who's too proud of his old system to admit it's time to move on. He talks about Sega like it's a long-lost love, but bro, Sega's been in the friend zone for years. Accept it. Dreamcast guy's streaming setup looks like he's broadcasting from a 2003 internet cafe. The only thing high def in his setup is his passion for outdated consoles. Bro, you're not on a retro gaming podcast, you're on a nostalgia crusade. Dreamcast guy's unboxing videos are just him excitedly tearing through old Sega accessories like he's found the last remaining blockbuster VHS. Yeah, buddy, we get it. You had a Dreamcast. We don't need the full documentary on it. Dreamcast guy's so attached to the Dreamcast, I'm starting to think he's not reviewing games. He's reviewing his relationship with a console that's been dead longer than some of his viewers have been alive. Let it go, fan.